Oh well, guess I have to make a new video. This sucks. Alright, so I'm gonna try my best to work through this. Let's see, I'm gonna call out the titles. Call out the titles as I put them in here. 25. Oh, okay, 25. I put the 25 in here, right? I don't know. I guess this is part 2 because the damn thing stopped. So be a 2-parter. Oh, I didn't get that one, did I? Did I get the New Avengers? Is it called the New Avengers? Did I put it in here? I left some at the store. I left mostly my DCs back at the store because man, this month has been a whirlwind in expenses, especially when I spent $120 and I spent $120 on this. It's plus other couple things that came out, and I'm really paying the price. I was late with my rent because of it, and after I paid my rent off, I realized I don't have as much money that I can to survive the next 2 weeks of the next paycheck. So I decided to leave my DCs back because they're not really immediately needed in the queue. And I believe I did leave that Avengers number 5 over there. But that's okay. I didn't really need it now anyway. So Death of Silver Surfer. Yeah, there it is. Death of Silver Surfer, number 4. That goes in there. Do I have a Moon Knight? Do I have a Moon Knight in here? Any Moon Knights at all? Moon Knight. Moon Knight, where are you? Moon Knight. Moon Knight's so good. I don't see a Moon Knight. So maybe one didn't come out. So I go to the Moon Knights. I don't have a 13. Fist of Khonshu. Maybe one did not ship. I hate, there's no sure way of getting what you want. Even though I write it all down on this list, and I'm checking them off. I wish I should look out here. Is there a Moon Knight? Is there a Moon Knight? This is the past 3 weeks stuff. You know what? I didn't get a Moon Knight. Okay. Avengers, I did see Avengers in here. So I'm gonna have to look for Avengers number 31. I know I did see one in here. And I did see a Moon Knight, I mean Avengers somewhere in my stack here. And wow, maybe I didn't. Oh heck. No, wait a minute. It's Avengers 5, okay. But yeah, Avengers 31. I didn't read it at the store, did I? Come on. Oh, there it is. Avengers number 31. There's Kang on the cover. And something else. Okay, The World to Come. Marvel Knights, The World to Come. Okay, yep, check. There it is. I heard this series is pretty long delayed also. It's supposed to be 6 of them. But I was hearing that the last 2 issues won't be appearing until next year. You know, these artists, they you know, even though they're well, I just Case Casada, he's an editor. I guess he's still one of the big wigs at Marvel, and same thing with Jim Lee. You know, with him finishing the Hush thing. No one knows when you're going to see the last 2 issues of that come out. And that's why I was saying, what do you think about Batman 1 and 2 coming out before the Batman Hush storyline is ended? It's kind of wacky there. All right, so the Imperial War thing I have is what? Okay, this Dan Abnett co-writing with Jonathan Hickman. I'm waiting to see how that collaboration works out. All right, who's next? Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion. The Incursion. There's 3, 4. Is there a 5th one? Do I have that one? And Ultimate titles. Hawkeye. Yeah, check. Got that. Well, no, it's the final issue's not out of that yet. 4 out of 5. Okay, who else is in here? Ultimate Black Panther, 17, 19, 20, 20. So 21 should be in here. Bingo. 21. Then Ultimate Spider-Man, 18, 19, 20, 21. Ultimate Spider-Man. I know I have that one. I know I got that one. Ah, no, Wolverine. That's Wolverine. And Ultimate Hawkeye. No, one didn't ship. 21 didn't ship yet. Immortal Thor, I have number 2. You can see that one so far. No Captain America, I'm pretty certain. 3 issues of that. Fantastic Four, West Coast Avengers, Incredible Hulk. I don't think. Incredible Hulk. Let me see. No Hulks. No Hulk. All right, I need that. 3 gods. No, that's 16. Wolverine, Ultimate Wolverine. And issue 10. I have 8, 9, 10. Uncanny X-Men. Did I have an Uncanny X-Men in there? No. I need that. Uncanny X-Men 22. That's there. Punisher. I have a Punisher book, but that's the one that's in here. Okay, yeah, there's a Punisher. There's a Punisher Marvel Knights. Should I read that with the Punisher Red Band book? Should I just, yeah, so that's the, now everything, so that, so what's the rest of the Marvel books here? These are all ones. Oh, yeah, Spider-Man, that one. Oh, I do have a New Avengers. There it is. There's that New Avengers. This is the Sam Humphries written book. And I'm not a big fan of his stuff. Yeah. Fan of his work because it's fun. too blasé. Didn't look for me. It's just like vanilla. You know? So what else? What other Marvel books? So I'm gonna get all the Marvel strays because everything else seems to be a #1. Okay. Alrighty. Yep. These are ones. J. Michael Straczynski, creator of Babylon 5. This is his new Spider-Man title. It's Amazing Spider-Man, Amazing X-Men's. I guess these are the ones I'll be sticking with. Amazing X-Men, World of Revelation. Why am I rating this one? It's Al Ewing, I guess. I don't know. Oh, I picked this one. This is Jim McKay's. This is confusing stuff. McKay is writing 2 of these books. It takes place in the Revelation. Oh, I got another one. I got this long shot one. All right, put these together. Vengeance, Torn, and this one. DC. With that. What's with the DC books? Do I have Wonder Woman? I believe I have a Wonder Woman 20. No, I did not leave that there. I know I didn't leave Wonder Woman. Well, I don't need it anyway. I don't need it right now. So, well, I'm gonna take all these. I already took home where it was absolute in the title. So technically, there's only 4. And that one. 5. I only took home 5 DC books from the pile that I had there because I don't want to leave anything absolute in my box because look. I mean, what happened? Look what happened. I got that Red Hood one. It was taken out of someone's pull, and a guy who I guess who doesn't pick up his comic books on a regular basis. And I try to be in this store every 2 weeks to pick up stuff. And I don't want to be one of those guys who finds one of his books missing. I think it did happen to me one time. I wasn't happy about it. And they had to give it could have been a Walking Dead issue or something like that. That someone saw it was in my box and decided, hey, we'll just get him another one, you know? Yeah, I don't want to be one of those guys. Absolute Wonder Woman, yep. 2, 3. Alright, what's the next one? 2, 1, 2. Some Superman. 1, 2, and 3. And this absolute evil one-shot thing there. Where would Batman go? Where is the regular Batman? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna pause again to oh, look how light and airy my box is. My independent box. It's only halfway full. Got a lot of put in here. So, Holy Water. I'm reading this book tonight. This is the final issue. And I'm going to go into Flash Gordon. Damn good. If you like the Green Lantern and Aquaman, the same guy writes this book, and it's phenomenal. The Flash Gordon is phenomenal. So I'm gonna go through here. Also, I think next week I'm gonna start reading this finally, the Herculoids. don't know what the last issue is to be, but I have an issue 8. And I don't know if that's the final one or not. Where do I have, here we go. Issue number 8 with, Zygor. Is that the dragon? I once submitted a plot, for a 4-issue series to be done on the, remember all the creatures' names. The Taft from the Abyss, the Mummy, the Mummy. Some of this stuff goes back a year. I haven't even gotten it. That's how long it takes me to go through some independent books. There's mainly miniseries that I get into. Whoops. Now, Battle Beast. It's the first time I ever invested in a series related to Invincible Universe. I'm kicking myself for not jumping in on Invincible. There's a 5th issue of this. I don't know if this is ongoing and this is a miniseries, but I'm going to keep this going as long as possible. I only buy very few Image titles these days anyway. The Killer. Jeez. Where did I have that one? The Killer. Yeah. Excellent. This is better than the Netflix movie. That's how I got into it. Was a Netflix movie with that guy from the X-Men. Can't think of his name right now, but I latched onto the trade paperback, and it was like one of the most amazing comic books I ever read. Blood Type, that was a spin-off from the DC stuff. Catacomb of Torment. This is issue 93. No, number 3. Number 3. So 1, 2, and 3. There it goes. Right in there. Let's see. Dune, Barbarella, Cruel Universe, another EC-related title. Love these things. Just love them. This is number 3 also. This is volume 2, number 3. No Vampirella, not I know of. Walking Dead, yeah, I got a few of those. Here's my Walking Deads. Walking Dead, number 1, well, Walking Dead Deluxe rather, 122. Yeah, another thing I'm kicking myself on. It's Walking Dead. Why did I had a few of them, but 122. So I have 2 of them, 121, 122, and we'll go here. Tales of the Shadow Man. Do I have one of those in here? Oh yeah, it's all on the floor. Yeah, Tales of the Shadow Man, number 2. From Now, published by IDW. Well, or at least on the auspices of IDW. But it's cool. I mean, a lot of strange things happened when Diamond filed bankruptcy. Alliances were struck. And All New Harbinger, Invisible Man. Yes, I did see one of those. Issue 2. Space Ghost! Have it. That's that. Everything else. Phantom, Dick Tracy. Well, Dick Tracy, another Creep Show book. 2 Creep Show books. Conan. So this one I'm reading tonight. Wow. This one, Dick Tracy, Phantom. The Twilight Zone. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of funny. This week I ran out of Flash Gordon serial chapters to watch on a nightly basis, and So I every time I launch, I click on my Phantom Plus app. One of the things that show up, there's things I haven't like must watch or continue watching is Twilight Zone, and I'm kind of digging it watching on the streaming service because I was like telling someone at work today they include some of stuff of Rod Serling that what hasn't been seen. I haven't seen in syndication. Like at the end of each episode, there's Rod Serling taking time to tell you what's next week's episode's going to be like and stuff like that. I never seen those before, and that's pretty cool. A good friend of mine who passed away wrote for the show, George Clayton Johnson. I miss that guy. So there's that. I guess I'm gonna pause again and see what's going on with. Okay, back. This is my first I ever seen a Dynamite tabloid catalog before. It's interesting. The Dynamite licensing universe, where weird things just happen that it turns you off so much you don't want to buy the freaking book. There was some news, but Diamond mentioned that Dynamite's doing a book of Ben 10. Ben 10 is now the latest licensed product, and it's written by the original authors, Man of Action, which I believe Steven Seagal is part of that. It's a writer that I know. He's part of that, and they're going to be writing all new stories for Dynamite of Ben 10. And did I hear something that Thundar may be coming up with a series? Terminator Christmas special. Santa Claus is coming to town. I'm surprised. Well, here's Michael Listener's new cover for a Red Sonja Christmas special, New Year's special rather. Let me see. What's we got in here? Oh well, having completely given up on this property, Fire and Ice, based on the Bashki movie. Well, I wonder why they don't license anything else from Bashki. I mean, I would dig a American Pop, Wizards maybe. I mean, Wizards would be I think it would make a great comic book. And it's written by Sarah Frazetta, who I guess Bashki based the work on Frank Frazetta's paintings. So, Fire and Ice, Necron, #1. Thundercats, Ho the Day special. Their Dynamite's doing great with Thundercats. And same thing with Gargoyles. And is that written by Greg Weisman? Yep. Greg Weisman's writing it, and he created the series. So I guess that's the lure, maybe, of luring the original creators back to work on comic books for them. Seeing as how... I don't know what the story is with Thundercats. I mean, who's writing the Thundercats one? Oh, Ed Brisson. Okay, I'm familiar with him, but who else? Disney's movies, like Lion King, is in here. This is interesting. I didn't know they brought back Peter Cannon, Thunderbolt, back in an old new series. I guess they owned it lock, stock, and barrel. But it's written by Fred Van Lente, and artist is Jonathan Luau, who also does the Space Ghost books. And Van Lente, I mean, I'm not pronouncing it right, I'm not sure. Fred Van Lente is also the guy who writes a lot of the Valiant books. Maleficent, back in another series. Volume of the villain series. Stitch. Darkwing Duck. Omnibus. Wow. They got enough stuff there? 248 pages for $70? Wow. I don't know, but that's these are actually the wow, it's collecting a lot of the stuff they did back in the day in '90s to promote, well, in conjunction with the animated series. Blue Falcon and Dynamite. No, not one of my HB creations. But it's Jimmy Palmiotti, who's, wow, that's a vet there. You see, this is the stuff that turns me off a lot to Dynamite. These crossovers we got involve Vampirella, Red Sonja, Elvira, all these characters, all these licensed characters are like Salt and Sun. They live in a universe together, and it's too far fetched for me, man. It's just like, you know, like I say, it's a tough nut to crack, as they say in the solicitation for me. And look at this, Harley Quinn and Elvira. Yeah, no. That's about Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti. Amanda Connor used to be married to a retailer in my hometown of Parsippany. Runs funny books out in Parsippany, New Jersey, or / like Hiawatha. They used to be married, and I don't know what happened there. Sonja Reborn. Christopher Priest is now writing Sonja. I'm waiting him for the end of Vampirella so I can just jump ship on a lot of on the Vampirella ties. Well, actually, I'm just reading the original one, the one he's writing. That's the only thing I have the stomach for. I thought he'd be done with it, but he's got a lot of more story to tell in that universe. Everybody knows how he's doing well with Red Sonja. Let me know. My favorite title, I guess, right now that Dynamite's doing Space Ghost. It's quite a departure to what you're seeing for the title, and this should win a shitload of awards. I mean, maybe it won an Eisner. I'm not sure. I don't keep track anymore, but I really love the approach to this series. Supernatural. Okay, they started the old CW series Lives. You know, how many years did this show run? Like 16 years for this show. And now they're in The Boys now. Who produced the original Boys original Supernatural show. He produces The Boys, and he managed to cast the what's their last names? Well, they're Sam and Dean in here, but I wonder what these scanners are. Oh wow! I'll read. Oh, they take the interviews, so they have put in the back of the comics, and they put them, and you can access them by scanning the code. Terminator Metal, what's that? Thundercats, Lost number 10. This is the series I'm picking a break from. Even though this guy who wrote all her adventures in the 90s. He also wrote the Herculoids. I can't pronounce his name. Tom Sinogoski. Is that right? I don't know. What happened to Rachel Holland's cosplay covers? I haven't seen any other ones. Oh. No. This is the title I'm reading. The only title I'm reading is the original Vampirella, the one that has a legacy number. It's supposed to be Legacy 285, even though it's issue number 10. Once 700 hits, I'm gone. And oh, there's Rachel Holland. I met her. I met her at WonderCon. I got a picture of her. She's on my blog. And here's a handy dandy. You can check off the titles you want from Dynamite and hand it to your local retailer. And you sure they'll get it right to you. All right. Oh, it's this Thundercats Holiday Special 2025. And on the cover is a Gargoyles Holiday Special. Well, this is interesting. I'm glad Dynamite's doing their little catalog. I mean, IDW's on the bandwagon, and who else is on the bandwagon with Image? Image has their own book. All right, that's it. I think I gave you over like an hour of content this week. All right, next week, what am I gonna talk about? Don't know. But that's it for this week. Bye.